Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel, guys. Thank you to those who have subscribed to the channel. Thank you, thank you. I would like to thank you again. We have surpassed 1,000, and it's all thanks to everyone who has subscribed. But yeah, guys, we bring more Amakhosi news, sometimes PSL news, like the fact that we'll congratulate Lal Foster. He signed a new deal. If for Burnley, he's going to be eating that money. Well done, Lal Foster. But yeah, here we talk basically Kaizer Chiefs. And yeah, that's what we talk about. But first, guys, subscribe to the channel. To those who have not subscribed, like and comment. And yeah, like you will see now, some of the comments that you guys give me, I'm going to use for the channel because it's opinions that I also want to share with you guys. And sometimes I'm also wrong. Guys, you must understand, my opinions aren't always correct. Sometimes I'm also wrong, or sometimes our opinions differ, but it doesn't mean that we are wrong. We just have differences in opinions. Example, yesterday I was chatting to some fans, and one of the fans said he doesn't rate Mdu Shabalala that much because Mdu hasn't shown him anything as yet. And from my perspective, I was like, I know Mdu is a very good player. We watched him last season. But at the same time, we have to be fair. Mdu Shabalala has only scored, I think, 1 or 2 goals since he started. Let's just say his goal contribution for Kaizer Chiefs thus far is only 3 goals. And he's played, I think, now more over 25 games. So if you're asking someone for impact for them is actually creating proper chances for the team. So obviously that is why we'll say we'll differ in opinions. But in that, I will want to say this, guys. So today we're going to chat about, let's give Kevin Johnson a chance, because I also have to add that one. And also we'll just touch on some coaches that are still linked to the Chiefs job, because apparently Chiefs is taking CVs. So guys, if you are a coach out there and you think you can do it, Baba, humble and the email Chiefs and send your CV. Maybe you'll be an assistant in assas. But yeah, let's chat about Kevin Johnson. Let's give him a chance. So yesterday in the video I made, a lot of you guys in the comments have been saying that I mustn't come to conclusions with Kevin Johnson. I must try not predict what he will do at Chiefs, because what I said is that when I watched him at SuperSport United and Platinum Stars, I'm like, he was a good coach, but he didn't really win anything. And at SuperSport, when he got a more talented team, he didn't prove to be successful with that team. He struggled to push that team in the right direction. But what you guys have told me is that I mustn't just make those kind of predictions, but I was just giving facts. That is the facts. He left Platinum Stars to go to SuperSport because it was a bigger job with a team with a better budget to well, they were taking him to the league to win the league, basically. And he failed to do that. He had a very bad season. We have to be honest. But at the same time, someone could argue that Eric Tinkler also went to SuperSport and flopped. So maybe SuperSport is not for everyone. Because Kevin Hunt and Peter are the only ones who seem to survive there. But yeah, so it's things like that, guys. And another point that you guys raised about Kevin Johnson is the point that when I mentioned that I hope he reconsiders this whole thing of playing mad and all of those things. And someone raised a very valid point and said, the raising of mud is fine. The playing of maths is fine if it works for what system Kevin Johnson is going to play. So I must not select the squad for him. I must not predict what soccer he should play. I mustn't even predict that he must play youngsters. What matters is that he is the coach and he will decide what players he feels he can get the best out of, and that is a fair statement. I cannot argue with that. So shout out to Mandlenkosi and MP Mkwanazi. So those guys are the ones who are telling me in the comments that, hey, Baba, check yourself, Baba, check yourself. Don't just say those things. Let's give Kevin Johnson a chance. And I'm going to say this, and I agree with you. We must give Kevin, and this goes out to all Amakhosi fans, let's give Kevin Johnson a chance, and don't judge him on Platinum Stars, and don't judge him. Basically, don't judge him on what's going to happen the next 3 weeks, or the next 3 weeks. you can only really judge a coach after a month of holding a job, because then he has allowed the team has figured out how the coach wants to play. So I agree there. But at the same time, we need to share information that we know about the coach. And what we know about the coach is what he did at Platinum Stars, is what he did at Supersport, is that he also went to assist Coach Peter Mosimane in Al Ahly, which is a good thing because it shows you what standard he knows, the standard of a winning team. So we have to add those things when we chat about him. So in that, we'll say he went to Al Ahly, he won some cups with Al Ahly, and he saw how pizza works and how to get the best out of a team. Good, that's a good point for him. He got the best out of talented players like Umakhulu and Uzongo. That's also another positive. He likes youngsters, positive, etc. And then so we see that the only thing that I say is a bad thing is that he failed to do things when he got a bigger squad, a more strong squad and everything. But I will say this with regards to Supersport. Supersport is not a buying team. So when you go to Supersport, you need to win with what they have. And if what they have doesn't work for you, that's your problem. So because Kevin Johnson likes ball players and Supersport a lot of the times this has a matrekere, players who do basic things. So it's not always the best to go there. Chiefs has both. We have tough players and we have ball playing players. So I think Kevin Johnson will be fine, even though the left back position will be tough for him because Slanty out, Dove out. So it's tough and Dupree's out. But we this is not last season. This season we have depth. We have players who can replace Dupree, can replace Slanti and Dove. We are good to go. But yeah, after that, let's chat about the coaches. So, like I said, there's a lot of coaches that have been emailing Kaizer Chiefs wanting the job. Apparently, Luke Emile, that Free State Stars coach, is also going to be emailing. This is information I'm getting from Sokalatum. And this is now, I always try to add these disclaimers, but I'm going to add them again for anyone who doesn't know and who's new to the channel. I don't go around inventing stories for myself. Like, I don't wake up one morning and say, it will be nice to talk about Chiefs being one, Pep Guardiola wanting to coach Chiefs, so I'm going to say it just for views. No, I don't do that. I spend my time going through throughout the day, looking for articles, going on all platforms, trying to find interesting topics that we can discuss about and have opinions and share ideas as fans. So if I find something like a Luke Emal saying Chiefs hasn't contacted him, but his people are probably going to submit a CV, I will tell you about it. When we are linked to coaches, Pito is a definite link. Pito is definitely linked to Chiefs. As to how much Chiefs is talking about, is going to do something about it, I don't know. And to those guys who are like, I mustn't comment on things I don't know or whatever. I must only comment on actual news that Kaizer Chiefs publishes. I'll tell you that now. I'm going to tell you on this channel that we won't be doing that. We're going to be commenting on rumors. We're going to be commenting on facts, rumors, whatever. Why? Because we love Chiefs. We love information that is going around Chiefs. And one thing you must know, Kaizer Chiefs media only publishes a signing of a player 10 weeks later, even though the player is signed. Example, when a player like Pule Modi, we all knew, when there are players that Chiefs signed and only announced 2 months later. So must we wait for 2 months to know that they're going to announce a player we know we have signed? Example, Umsimango. They didn't announce Umsimango for how many months? Guys, like how many months did Chiefs not announce him? So some of you guys want us to keep quiet and act like Chiefs has not, this rumor that Chiefs has signed Msimango is not true. Whereas we know it's true, but then Chiefs only announced him now in about June, whatever. That, we signed him Simang. We will talk about it when it happens, or when the rumor comes. Some rumors will be true, some rumors will be false. So example, another rumor we spoke about. We said when Molefe Ntsike gets hired, who is going to be the caretaker coach? Kevin Johnson. And that is the case. If it wasn't Kevin Johnson, it wasn't going to be, but we will discuss this. So that's why one thing I want to say here. And on this channel, we chat everything Kaizer Chiefs, be it a rumor. And sometimes if it's a rumor that we can see it's false, I will say this is what's being said, but I think it's a lie or whatever. So that's what we're saying about those things. So like I said, a lot of coaches are being linked. Midendorp is being linked. Some coach who coached Wydad Casablanca is also being linked. There's a lot. I don't know who's Mike McCarthy, but Soccer Laduma said he's linked to Chiefs. I don't know him, so I would be lying if I mentioned that I know him. So right now it's a moment where in the next 2 months, Chiefs will be looking for a coach to replace, well, not replace, to replace basically to fill the position of head coach, because Kevin Johnson it's not his job. He's just taking care of the position for now. But I will say this: I was looking at Chiefs training pictures, which I will post in this video, and Kevin Johnson looks good in a Kaizer Chiefs coaching uniform. It looks nice. It looks very nice. It's delicious, actually. So yeah, please subscribe to the channel, guys, and tell me what you guys think of Kevin Johnson doing his first training session. It looked exciting. I won't lie. I'm excited. I am excited. I am excited to see Kevin Johnson. I am way more excited about Kevin Johnson than I am about Molefe Nseki. We have a proven coach who has actually coached teams. We have a proven coach who has actually developed players. Fun fact, very fun fact. I mentioned Maspusanga Zongo and Makurubela, but one player I did not mention. Kevin Johnson gave Kabumelo Kodisang a debut at the age of 15. So Kevin Johnson does like youngsters. Don't get it twisted. If you are good enough, you will play. Kodisang played for Platinum Stars at the age of 15 years old, and now he's a Bafana player, and now he's in Europe playing in the Portuguese league. So one thing I will say is this: when it comes to youngsters, I believe Kevin Johnson, if he sees that you're good enough and you're ready, he will play you. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, guys. Kevin is here. We're excited. We will support him. 100% we'll support him. And let's see how things go. And breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Chiefs are negotiating with Luke Fleurs and his team in order to sign Luke Fleurs. So now it's up to negotiations whether Luke Fleurs and his team agree with Kaizer Chiefs. But indications are that everyone is happy for Chiefs to sign Luke Fleurs. So Luke Fleurs will probably be a Chiefs player by beginning of November. So well done to Luke Fleurs on his trial. His trial took 6 weeks, which is very long. But let's hope it does well if Chiefs eventually do sign him, because they still have to agree on number of years, the salaries, and all of those things. But it seems like the boy has passed his trials, and now it's all about signing. So Far Post has mentioned that. So good luck to Luke Fleurs, and let's hope it does well if Chiefs do eventually sign him.